Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, androids and aliens, to Gamer Guide channel, and we're going to be looking at today a brand new prototype I put together that I need a little help from you guys on. I need a little help with a new name and maybe some tips too on how to make this thing even better. This is basically something I put together to be another fast-speed Helium that also is kind of a thruster stick, and of course, as it appears here, also a Tesla as well, though I am a little bit iffy on being able to drive this well enough to really catch people. There's been a couple occasions where I'm able to do it, but I thought I'd show it off to you guys in this design style video to give you guys some ideas for things you can build, and take it out for a quick test round, and then hopefully get some feedback from you guys, and I'll be putting this out later as a build video. I don't know if this week, but it might be early next week when I get to that. Anyway, guys, let me tell you a little bit about it. Let's go over here to the build garage. This is another 1511 Mark X build, and what I wanted to do was kind of improve the Tesla Medics build that's out there a little bit. This is predominantly flight controlled. As you see, there's nothing on the bottom like skis, no wheels, doesn't use hovers, it just uses the Helium up top. It's what I consider a low buoyancy, almost a zero buoyancy Helium, meaning that it doesn't have much of a ascent when it's stationary, and it doesn't really drop either. It kind of stays in its position, but it's pretty low level to the ground. So if you're up high, it will drop down to a certain level and then stop. Just a couple feet above ground level. So it does have kind of a hover, but you have to know how to fly it. And I would say this is actually quite a bit harder to fly than my other two flyers, because you have to basically tap the space bar or the up button to get it to float right without it nosing down too much. And then also, of course, hitting shift makes it go the other way. So space bar to make it nose up and shift nose down. It does have all the different directions. It has your reverse with your tier 4 thrusters, and it's very lightweight, made mostly out of these arrow rods, and then also some TX1 blocks, as you see here on the outside for armor. The inside, though, the core, is actually mostly the tier 10 blocks. I just use the regular old red and blacks for the most part, except for on the bottom, where I put a couple of the orange ones just for kind of a decoration. On the top here, I put a couple of these tier 4 thrusters for extra downward momentum. I figured as long as you have your Helium, you need to be able to get down, and a lot of times these front thrusters will get shot off. So all the thrusters around the outside, the big ones, are all tier 10, and then the rest of the stuff is just tier 4, small ones, for reverse and for down, and everything else is 10. That was kind of the point of this. I wanted to make a great craft that was not using any electroplates, but was super tough. So one of the things you'll see here too is I have 3 radar jammers, and that's for complete stealth or for temporary stealth on multiple people, so you can always have that cover. As this thing is very fast, it's much faster than the other 2 Heliums or thruster sticks I have, because of the lightweight and also the big engines and stuff like that, and then cutting weight too by not having electroplates makes it a lot of fun to drive, though it is quite difficult to drive. So again, I'm thinking of a name for this. I didn't want to come up with anything initially like I did last time. I just keeping it as Prototype 21. That's the bay it's in. I want to hear what you guys have to say about a cool name for it, and also if you guys have a suggestion for how it flies. Let's go ahead and take this out into a match real quick, and I'll just get one in and kind of show it off. And then we'll go ahead and wrap the episode up here, and you guys, I'll wait for your comments and stuff before we get into this. I do have another build video that I'll be showing off too, something I've been working on called the Shockwave, and that is a little bit different type of craft, but also sort of based off the same Tesla design as has been pretty popular lately. But I wanted to provide something that was more electroplated and had my own touch on it, my own design prowess. So anyway, I'll show that to you guys in a future video. But for now, let's go over to the match and see how that goes. Alright, we are in the match, and it looks like the enemies have a couple of rails. SMG's a medic, and on our side, no medics, but we also have a couple rails, SMGs, and plasmas, and of course we got my prototype here. So as you can see, this thing flies pretty well, pretty quickly too up at the beginning, but it does take a little bit of finesse. And one of the things I've noticed too is it slides constantly. Ouch, ouch. Well, that wasn't a good start. But as you can see, I am pretty tough. Kept that together, and let's see if we can't get back to our base. Maybe get healed up. As soon as our shield comes up, hopefully they get that up soon. Alright, that's a good sign. Let's see, maybe reverse? I'm out of that option. Let's see. How can I get up there? There we go. Flip around. And now we can probably just press F. There we go. It's a little trick I learned. If you ever get in trouble and you still have thrusters, just alignment rectify yourself in the rightful way and then press forward. Oh, alright. Well, let's try it once more. And next time we'll have to remember to make sure that we align ourselves a little bit more over. I could just be respawning right now. I know it's ridiculous, but I haven't died yet, so why give them the satisfaction of having that one death? I think we can get in the shield this time. We'll just aim a little bit more over to the left than last time, and then let myself slide down the hill. Nice. Of course, I could have respawned in 2 seconds, but hey, for the purposes of the video, I wanted to see if I could get back in the shield, and I did. Alright, now let's actually go do some good. And kind of see my vehicle repair up here. Takes a little bit longer because it's got more blocks and stuff than the other Heliums. But is a lot quicker. And also, you can take this thing all the way up to the ceiling height with no problem at all. It's a pretty good bomber, and I kind of like the idea of like mixing that Tesla with a bomber. So you have kind of both of the best worlds, you know. Close-up attack, and then also a good distance attack. Practical distance attack, too. And with this crap being so fast, I feel like it's a good combo. Especially with how plasma ramps up later in the game, too. You're able to take these crystals out pretty quickly and get around to the different tests, or I guess they're fusion towers they're called, relatively quickly. So we got someone coming down behind us. Can we get this tower out before they get over and start shooting me? They tried there with their plasma. Oh, there's that evil. Hey, jerk! There's that evil sniper getting ran over by my own team. Eating my plasma cannons. Some brood drivers on our team. Alright, let's get back over to our base. One of the nice things I like about these Heliums is even if you get shot up and you have a couple thrusters, you can usually figure out how to get back to your base with a little quick thinking. It can be done. I'm gonna have to remind myself to turn down the announcer's voice. It's really annoying having her talk constantly while I'm trying to talk. Let's see if we can't get that guy under his shield. Probably shoot a couple shots through there. There we go, got one of them. Let's see if we can't use our Teslas now. There we go. Putting that to good use. And picked up another kill. Now let's go take out this other side. We seem to be doing pretty good. We have all the towers. And aside from being a constant railgunner's target, match isn't going too horribly. I guess we can go and heal up and go right over to their base and see if we can't just finish them off right now. So let's do that. I didn't bother putting a speedometer on this, but I have to assume that this is the fastest flyer I have. I would be shocked if this is not going like 270 right now. And certainly more responsive and maneuverable too. Alright, got a couple of my thrusters taken off again, so we'll just head on back. Let's see, can we get over there? Kind of turn circles, but it's working. Only have one direction left on my left to right.
Your bottom fusion tower
It shouldn't take too long to heal up though, as we didn't really get damaged that much, and we're already back at 100. And let's head out and see if we can't finish them off. Hey, is that my Electro Zeppelin? It looks like it is, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to try to take him out. See if I can get him with my Teslas. No, he's doing pretty good at keeping away, but he is getting shot up. Alright, I'll probably be able to knock him out once he hits the ground. There we go. Oh no, he's still there. My little ejector seat design seems to have worked pretty good. See if we can't get him. No, he's gone. He's probably going to self-destruct. One thing they recently added to the game was the pilot seats have been revamped now to have 7 connection points instead of having the traditional 2 connection points. So you could theoretically add more thrusters and add more things around your pilot seat, though I don't know if it makes it tougher or weaker. But it did change it a little bit. And I've noticed too that if you have a hard time getting your pilot seat into the same footprint, you might try putting the pilot seat in first and then putting the blocks around it, and it should still fit in the same footprint as the old seats. It's kind of a bug I noticed when I was working with this craft, whatever we decide to name it. Another thing I noticed they added that weren't in the patch notes was the ability to shrink down text to get a full name to fit on the screen, or to be able to see your entire message. That's something that wasn't in the patch notes, but should have been. Alright, let's knock this sniper out. A little payback for his vile shooting me from earlier. Okay, this isn't good. This might possibly be my first death, because I think I lost a lot of thrusters. Or not. How did we win there? That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure they had full crystals. They must have given up. That must have been a surrender. I only got, what, 2 kills? Okay. Yeah, that was fast. Yeah, I'll tell this, Adork? Adork? I think they gave up. It was a good game. It was a quick game, but that's okay, because usually my little games go on too long here. I've been doing lots of 45-minute and hour videos, so we'll just do a little shorter one this time. But if you guys are new here to the channel, please thumbs up the video and subscribe. I'd appreciate that very much. And please leave a comment. Let me know in this video what you think a good name for this little thruster stick / helium flyer would be. And I'll be putting this out in a build video later next week after we get that sorted out. Also, if you have any design tips, I'd certainly be interested in seeing what you guys come up with, or on ways to make thruster stick / helium flyers fly better that don't use really electroplates and are really lightweight. This is actually pretty good. I mean, I think if I spent a little bit more time with it, I would probably get a lot better at flying it. It did turn out well. I like the way it looks, and I kind of had a design idea in mind when I started on it, so I just kind of went with it and modified it here and there, and it turned out pretty cool, I think. Anyway, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you guys in my next episode here at Gamer Guide Channel. Later.